I don't know what's going on with this thing. So take care of these eBay orders. Everybody bought up my Ben Rice rookies. I made a little bit of money, but not the kind of money I would hope for. All of my paper Ben Rice rookies got bought up. But it's still not good enough. I'm just crossing my fingers now and praying to God that now that the All-Star break is over, I can actually have a turn of luck. The way things have been going for me lately, I don't know. I really don't know. I have no idea what's going to happen at this point. What's going on, my friend? How are you? Thanks for showing up. Sorry if I'm very melancholy, but I'm just trying to process everything that's happened in the last 2 days. It's too much. It's too much already. I actually had to take a full dose of my anxiety medication last night just to put myself to bed. And I can tell you I slept for about 12 hours yesterday. And I can tell you I am not really doing all that great today. I'm not doing good at all. I mean, I consider myself lucky that at least I got these eBay orders. I got all my Ben Rice rookies sold, as far as the ones I'm aware of. And one of my Germany jerseys sold. So at least I got something going into my pocket, but it's just not enough. Far be it for me at this point to say that my eBay store is suffering right now. My eBay store is really, really suffering right now. I mean, even with the most recent sales that I got, it's just not going to be enough. I'm going to have to take extreme measures to play catch up. It's just nobody's really buying baseball cards right now. And even the things that I am selling, I've been getting people like literally begging me and then trolling my eBay DMs, trying to get me to sell things like that. I have a pair of sneakers up there that I'm selling for like, at this point, I've lowered the price so many times, I'm not lowering it any more than what it is. But they've been trying to get me to lower my price down to like almost $20. And I'm like, that's insane. Other sellers are selling theirs for like over $100. At least I'm at the cheapest price I can come at. But These people out there are really trying to take advantage of a situation, unfortunately. You know, I'm not even going to staple these anymore because it doesn't even pay. Who knows, maybe the customer can actually use these cardboard sleeves. So I sold 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Those are my last 6 bin rice rookies. But I guarantee I would have never sold these if I didn't have the 2% option keyed in. But my sales are tanking. That's a fact. I'm lucky I even sold these, and the other sales I got, I'm lucky I got. I am not doing well at all. I'm not doing good at all. I don't know what's going on. My mom called me today. She's worried about me. I told her about what happened. I mean, initially she laughed. She's like, you know, son, I don't mean to laugh at you, but it seems you just got that luck. You've got that luck with these people that just want to ruin you, and they want to destroy you, and they want to hurt you, and it's very difficult. It's very difficult right now what I'm going through. And I can't even explain it. It's not fair and it's not right. I wish I knew what to say. I don't even know why I'm live streaming. I'll be honest with you guys. You know, my will to want to make YouTube content is pretty much non-existent right now. I don't have the motivation or the drive to do it. And I just keep replaying the past 48 hours in my head. Like, I had this woman right here. She was cooking for me and everything. And, like, I should have known when she was starting to take things. I should have seen it coming. And still, she has me blocked on WhatsApp after everything that I did for this woman. And then to have Jenny start attacking me because she is a cheater, she's a fraud, and she's a liar. And probably hurt me more than probably anybody else has as far as relationships are concerned. I think I've come to a point where, like, I'm sorry to say it, I feel like I'm on the clock. I really do. It's a very sad, defeatist attitude to have, but that's how I feel. You know, I didn't get out of bed until maybe 2 hours ago. I made a big pot of rotini with sauce and Parmesan cheese. I didn't have breakfast or lunch or anything like that. It was the first big meal I had today. I'm going to have to call my PhD and make him give me another prescription of antidepressants because I'm tired of, like, feeling like this anymore. Like, and again, the personal attacks against me continue without any rhyme or reason. I don't even know why. I don't even know why I bother anymore. Even with this channel, I don't even know why I bother anymore. This channel was so much fun when I started it. And everything was going great. I didn't want no drama or internet arguments or fights or anything like that. And it happened anyway. I thought I had a good woman by my side. The way I was attacked by her today, and again, it's the same people continue to personally attack me. I'm worn out. I'm completely worn out, especially with some stuff that I saw today with my own two eyes. I feel like the fuse is starting to get smaller and smaller. I've tried so hard to be like a happy-go-lucky guy. And there's all this evil that continues to surround me that I just can't explain. I don't know what I did to deserve it. All I've tried to do is do good for people. These women I've tried to take care of with the best of my ability. It's just not enough. Even doing this right now, like I don't even want to do this anymore. I just want to shut my eBay store down and forget I ever started it. That's right. That's where I'm at. It's exactly where I'm at. You know what I weighed myself in at this morning? For the first time I broke 188 pounds. I weighed in at 186. 186 pounds. That's what I weighed in at. Because of depression and stress. I keep replaying it in my head. She was just here 2 days ago. And everything was going great. At least I thought it was going great. Turns out that's not the case at all. It's just not right. Now I can see it's beginning to affect my health because I've never weighed less than 89 pounds or even 188 pounds. Far be it for me to say what almost took place off camera today when I woke up. Finally. Only God knows. Let me tell you, sometimes you get pushed so hard that your will begins to falter. This other man in New York continues to attack me without reason. And he just won't let it go. He just won't leave me alone. I continue to be surrounded by people who just want to use me. My eBay store is now beginning to suffer because my sales are tanking. And I don't know what the hell I'm going to do if I can't maintain my eBay store. That pretty much just shuts the door on everything. I mean, to be honest with you, I don't even know what to list on eBay anymore because it seems that the baseball card thing, it's all about the names, the parallels, all that kind of stuff. I can't make decent sales on any of my cards. There's a very good possibility I may have to shut my eBay store down. I'm going to have to shut it down. If this continues the way it's going right now, I'm not going to, my eBay store is not going to survive. I have to go through those and see what it is I can list on eBay. There's just tons and tons of cards to go through, but I'll be honest with you, I just don't have the motivation. Well, it's the licensing. I'll answer that. You know what it is? It's the licensing to have the LLC. Technically, I don't have to have an LLC to sell things on eBay here in North Carolina. But I only did that as a protection for myself in case anybody tries to come at me with bullshit when it comes to these baseball cards and stuff. That it provides you with legal protections. You know, and it makes you more legit when you're an LLC. But it's just the fact that the well may be drying up. I forgot that I had all these Andy Pajes rookie cards. Actually, I have quite a few of them and some Pete Crow cards. I just never listed them. Shohei card, but nobody would buy that because that's more a checklist card than anything. Another Andy Pajes, Pete Crow, Pajes, Pete Crow, Pajes, maybe Crow. More Crow. I did sell a base Andy Pajes rookie. I do got some Yoshinobu Yamamoto cards that I completely forgot that I had. The rest of these, I don't know, are a bunch of Addison Barger cards, but don't know if those are going to go anywhere. Might not even put them up. I have to see if I can get those Yamamoto rookies up there ASAP. So I still have like 40 slots, I think, available to me on eBay. And there's just so many cards that I just... How about this? You're another female? Get the fuck off my channel. You don't belong. Goodbye. It's my channel. I'll talk about anything I damn choose to. And I'm not going to have some random... probably fat, ugly bitch trying to tell me what I can and can't say on my own channel. Take a hike. Take a hike. I'll talk about anything and everything that I so choose. This is my channel. Get in the kitchen and make me a sandwich, bitch. How's that sound? I guarantee it's probably a big, fat, ugly white girl with a bull ring in her nose. Anyway, sorry about that, folks. I'll talk about anything I damn please. Well, anyway. Now we can get back to reality and get out of the land of make-believe. I mean, I got a bunch of Andy Pajes rookies. His rookies are still doing pretty good. I got a couple Yamamoto rookies that I just dug up. I forgot I had, but I've only got 2 of them. We'll see what happens. I got a combo. Yeah, I'm trying my best. I really am. It's just, you know, it's happened so many times now where I'm just like tired of it. Even sitting here sorting through baseball cards, it just, you know, and then being on the internet, you got to deal with that bullshit once in a while. I don't need unsympathetic assholes trying to tell me what I should and should not say on my channel. But anyway, yeah, I really don't know. I really don't know what to make of any of it. It just doesn't seem real. To have this happen again and again and again and again and again. Guys, please don't cause any more problems than what needs to be. That's the last thing I need. Now you can go to fucking hell. Goodbye. Go fuck your mother and her asshole. How's that sound? Goodbye. That's another pathetic internet asshole that can get fucked. Any more? You'll be shown the back door real quick. So anyway, yeah, I saw that comment too. No, he's still, I gave him a subscribe to GUI. He's still around. It's just, you know, for whatever reason, he deleted his comments, which he can do, you know, or he or she, person. I really don't care about the fucking pronoun nonsense. But GUI's still around, and if GUI wanted to delete comments, that's their prerogative. You know, I can't really... police people. And I don't want to anymore. Like, my days of trying to police people are done. Almost forgot the holographic. No, it's just very sad. It's so fucking sad to have to go through this again. And then Jenny and myself had another back and forth again today, where she just can't accept reality that she's a selfish female, a selfish woman that just wants things whenever she snaps her fingers, and that's just not how reality works. Some of us have to work for things. Things take time. Like, her one biggest gripe is like, I wanted us to get a 2-bedroom apartment. Well, how can I do that if I just moved into this apartment where I signed a 12-month lease? And should I break that lease, I have to pay all sorts of fines and penalties. Plus, I also have to pay for a new lease with all kinds of fees. If I were to leave this apartment even now with the current lease that I have signed and try to break that lease early and try to get a lease from another apartment complex, it's going to run me like $8,000. I can tell you right now. And that's $8,000 I don't have. It was in a neighborhood. I'll answer that question. Was I in love with her? It was in a neighborhood. Maybe I was. I don't know. I guess I was. She was the longest. Since I left New York, I was with her the longest. With the exception of, the mother of my kids. Which, of course, I don't grant her any dignity either. She doesn't deserve it for what she did to me. But this woman I was with probably the longest. About 1.5 years, I think, something like that. How did card sales go? Well, I had a whole bunch of 2025 paper rookies from Topps. All my Ben Rice rookies sold out. But of course, I had to take a hit because, I'm now paying the extra 2% on top of the 13% that eBay normally charges. And that's what every single one of these are. These are all Ben Rice rookies. Every one of them. Including the one I'm wrapping up now. Excuse me. Yeah, that's the thing. But it still scares me because I still have over 700 items at my eBay store. And they're coming in, I mean, yeah, I'm making sales, but not like the kind of sales that I'm used to generating. How much should I sell them for? So I had them going for $1.39 each, plus tax and shipping. But then, when you tack on eBay's 15% fees and all that kind of stuff, I don't remember what the exact number was. I want to say probably like $1 and change on each one. I mean, they were $1.39, so you take off 15%, whatever that is, probably like 90 something cents per card, something like that. I don't really know the math. I'll be honest with you. Now I got to wrap up that Germany jersey. I'll be right back, folks. Sorry, folks. I had to take a little bit of a detour there. Any interest on the bat? Yeah, there are a ton of watchers on that bat. And let me tell you, I bought that bat for like 300 on eBay, not on eBay, on Amazon. And the same seller is also on eBay, and I'm literally offering mine for $100 less. And there's like 11 watchers on that thing right now, I think. I've lowered it down to as low as I'm willing to go, $199. That's as far as I'm going to go with that. As a matter of fact, so Penny, I grant you the power of being a moderator. I think it's overdue. Same thing with 99, Paracopa, you got mod duty as well. And if GUI can behave, Paracopa, you got moderating duties too. Did I forget anybody else? Anybody else familiar in here that always comes back? All right, so you guys got mod duty now. Congrats. Yeah, but anyway, yeah, there's plenty of watchers, but no buyers. You know, the Bucker jersey, I've lowered as low as I'm willing to go. I added another, well, not really a Trump hat, but a Charlie Kirk hat now is up for sale on my eBay store. What an embarrassment. What an embarrassment this German national team was in this World Cup. And now the final is between Spain and Argentina. And I don't care for any of those teams at all. I don't like any of those teams. It's not that I have a personal gripe against Spain. It's just they're the most frustrating of all the World Cup nations. I'd rather Spain and Argentina win the final this Sunday. It's a real shame because it's a nice looking jersey, but no thanks. They don't go anywhere. I don't want it. So this is typically how I pack. Most of the time, that's how I pack jerseys for sale. Unless it's like a really thick jersey, it's not going to fit in a postal envelope, then I'll box it up. Didn't I get more envelopes? I got brand new boxes right here. Because this is priority mail, I don't have to waste my time cutting this. Yeah, the Germany jersey I'm packing up right now, that's sold. So I got the shipping label printed out for that already. I'm going to get that packaged up. And I still have time to ship it, but I don't want to take too much time to ship it out because then the customer will probably ask what's taking so long. I mean, I can even get them out late tonight too if I choose to. So now here's the toughest part about jerseys and postal envelopes is trying to get that fold to line up where it's supposed to, which fortunately it does. Okay, good. Let me try this again. I don't understand why this does that. Let me see if I copy the. I'll be right back, folks. Give me a moment. It's very odd. It won't let me post live links. Oh well, whatever. Now, just for my own good, I like to put an extra layer of tape over this seal so that this way I know it's going to be closed during transit. And then, of course, you do your obligatory. Well, you know what? This label's. Well, I could put the label like this too. It doesn't really matter. Who cares? Yeah, I mean, you know, it's nice because you can sit down. Like, you know, when I'm at my desk here and I'm doing this kind of stuff, in all honesty, it's like a form of therapy. Like, it gets me away from all of this nonsense that goes on in my life. You know, that at least it's like the one thing. It's like the one thing I have control over. It doesn't scream at you. It doesn't tell you you're no good. It doesn't say you're doing anything wrong. It doesn't tell you you're a waste or any of that kind of stuff. And that's it. Just got to do the obligatory fragile stickers and the usual stuff. And that's more for appearance. I mean, it's not just for appearances. Obviously, you want the post office to scan these. So if anybody's bought from me, you know the drill already. And that's pretty much it. Well, I really should put another fragile right here. Boom, fragile sticker. The usual routine. And I appreciate you guys showing up. You know, thank you for understanding what I'm going through right now. I'm depleted. Like I feel lifeless, and I feel defeated. I thought this time, I really wanted to believe that this time it was going to be different. I really thought this time was going to be different. I really wanted to believe it was going to be different. God knows in my heart and soul I wanted it to be different. You know what's so hard about this too is that little boy. Having that little boy here like woke up that fatherly instinct in me. Knowing that I'm probably never going to have a chance to play with him again. Because I had him like this, like a little Cabbage Patch doll. Picking him up and doing all that kind of stuff and having him on my knee and watching him laugh. And that's the hardest part of this. Knowing that that little boy will probably never be here again. And it feels awful. It really does. Andy Pajes base rookies. I mean, I did sell one not that long ago. I'm hoping now that I dug these up, I can probably clear these out. Because Andy Pajes rookies do pretty good these days. Now I'm kind of having to skip over other cards in favor of others because, unfortunately, like I said, it's got super, super tough these days to sell anything. But like I said, if my eBay store doesn't pick up some momentum soon, I mean, I'm glad I got those sales right there. I want to say with the fees and everything, plus the cost of shipping per item, I think there's like $58 worth of sales right there. If I got my math right. No, that's wrong. That's wrong. I'm sorry. Wait. How much did I sell to Germany? Yeah, well, I sold it for what? 49. I think it was 49.99. I forget. I don't know. My numbers are all jumbled up. I'm usually good with this kind of stuff. Right now, I got my head up my ass. Otherwise, there's not much going on. I wish there was. Usually I have, more positive things to talk about, but this endless gauntlet of shit that keeps coming at me, it's like, it just doesn't stop. And unfortunately, like I said, my eBay business is paying a price right now. Nobody's buying. I mean, like, really buying like they normally would. And I've just about completely, at the time of this live stream, almost completely promoted the entire eBay store. I mean, I think that's what got me these most recent sales. If I didn't promote my eBay store, I'm going to theorize I probably would not have any kind of sales at all. So where do we go from here as far as the eBay store is concerned, or generally anything? Because to be honest with you, man, I feel like my head's in a cloud of smoke. I mean, as far as eBay is concerned, I'm going to try my best to drop these as far as cards are concerned. I know Andy Pajes cards, at least for me, have done well. Even paper rookies have done well. I mean, they're not expensive, but at least they've done well. I would have to comp them to see where we're at. I also got some P. Crow Armstrongs and Yamamotos I dug up, surprisingly. I think I have a couple of Yamamotos for sale already. I don't remember, so I'm just going to list fresh listings. I think I still have like 50 slots left for the month, which is plenty. I've learned not to overload my listings because sometimes I'll find things that I want to sell, but I don't have enough slots available, so I have to pay extra for that. I think it's 30 cents per listing. I have a lot of Pajes rookies here. I don't know. I have no idea. I wish I knew. I have no answers right now. It's like I said, right now, if my eBay store continues to go the way it is, crunching the numbers the way I am, it's not going to go much further. If it continues to go this way, I can see my eBay store folding up in like 3 months. Yeah, I don't know where she, because even her and Big Mama were going at it in the comments section of the live stream I did yesterday. And I responded to Jenny's comments in Spanish that she's a fucking fraud. She's a liar. I never mistreated her. I never did anything to deserve what she did to me. It's not fair. It's not right. Four, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 Pajes rookies. And hopefully they sell. We'll see. And then I got update rookies right here, as a matter of fact, or rookie debut Pajes cards. I think I have a bunch of these in there somewhere. Right now, I'm not concerned about that. If I double list them, who cares? But yeah, it's just so bizarre. Why does Jenny all of a sudden care what I do in my life? Just let it go. Let me go. You cheated on me. You got what you wanted. You got your Popeye Island goon with a rectangle head and fucking ears that are as big as a 747. So keep them. You got them. You won. You beat me. Congratulations. You did everything to ruin my life. It's just with Maria. Maria is the one that really fucking bothers me the most, I think, because it's so fresh. Because it just happened. I dare her. I dare her try to ask me for the fucking stroller and the car seat. And there's still stuff of hers there. There's a pair of shoes and some other stuff here. Just unbelievable. And then Jenny was trying to get smart. Well, you had pictures of this woman, of this other woman, and da 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 da. I'm like, that's because you cheated on me. That's because I moved on. Dummy. Fucking dummy. When you cheat on somebody, they're going to look to move on. Seems logical, but her fucking brain cells, her female brain cells can't comprehend any of that. Yeah, I'm trying really not to let myself get aggravated. As a matter of fact, Moore's guy, I'm going to grant you the power of being a moderator as well, because you've been around here for a while. Congratulations, Paracopa. You're in the special club now. Whatever that means on the internet. But don't abuse it, guys. Yeah, I'm trying not to. I'm really trying not to think about it. Yeah, it doesn't work. Thank you, Penny. Probably. I agree. She probably wanted to keep the two of us. That's not how it works. And you saw in that live stream yesterday that she said, I'm coming tomorrow, which was yesterday. She wanted to come to my home yesterday. And then immediately try to frame me as being crazy. No, you said it, and I showed it on camera. You either have me or you have him. And she chose him. Now she can keep him. I have no sympathy if they break up. I have no sympathy if he dumps her. I don't care, but he's a simp. He's a simp. I just don't care. Very, very sad situation, ladies and gentlemen. It really is. I never, ever thought in my life, after everything I worked for, everything that I fought for, everything that I've been through, that it would be like this. I never thought it would be this way. Damn shame. Man, this is tedious peeling that plastic lens off of these top loaders here, but they're really good top loaders. I think I have 200 left. I'm almost done with this brick. It's awful, man. Yeah, it just baffles me because I should have known, and I wasn't paying attention why she took those two outfits, and it didn't make sense. I'm like, well, you're going home to go deal with all this stuff, and this is supposed to be for you and I alone. So why do you need these outfits for? And then I started questioning her on WhatsApp, and then all of a sudden she blocked me. She blocked me on her phone. She blocked me on everything. So I can't even message her. It didn't make sense. And she was just there. She just cooked for me. I guarantee she's reconciling with the father of her kid. Or she's seeing somebody else. It's the only logical explanation. A woman would not take something from here that was meant for us out of my home. It's just very sad. It's so fucking sad. I can't make heads or tails of it. I don't understand what's going on in this world anymore. What's up, Ollie? What's a good G-Shock model? Yeah, you've been asking me that for a while. The one, I don't even know what the model is that I'm wearing here, to be honest with you. I mean, I'll give you a look at it. So I've got this one and two others. So that's the model I use. So, you know, Ollie, since you're in here all the time too, I'm going to grant you mod status. Oh, no, not timeout. I hope I didn't put you in timeout. That is moderator. There you go. So now you got mod status. Welcome to the whatever club that is. But yeah, that's the model. I have two others just like it. But I can't think of what the model is. Casio, in this light, I can't see. It's pretty dim. Oh, yeah. Okay, I got LED lights over here. Why don't I just put them to use, right? Stupid. See, a woman wouldn't think like that, what I just did right there. Oh, no, I don't know what to do. So it's a Casio GA100CB. I believe that's the model number. I think that's the model number. But they're great watches. They really are. But you got to watch. If you buy them on eBay, one of the tells that they're fake is the face of the thing is way too bright on some of them. You just got to watch. Yeah, that's true too. Yeah, when I used to do my less lethal content and MAGA Man and MAGA Army and all that crazy stuff, man, I'm glad. In a lot of ways, I'm kind of glad I got away from that sector of YouTube because, man, I like to drink sometimes, man, but them guys are just way out of control, and they don't help anybody in the way that they claim to. How long does a battery last for? I mean, I've had these for about maybe 2 years. I bought all three of them at the same time, and they've lasted. They're still going. My other watches inside haven't died yet. They're still going. And I got 4 of these Shohei Ohtanis too. And those, I think these, I'm not sure. They might be my last Ohtanis. I mean, I'll get them sleeved up for now, but the battery lasts pretty well. Waterproofing is pretty well. Just be careful what you're looking for on eBay. There are a lot of things that it should come with. It should come with an octagonal tin. It should come with foam on the inside. It should also come with a big, fat, thick booklet that's like that and about this big. And the wrist strap also is a dead giveaway. There are certain details about this wrist strap you have to look for also, especially when it comes to the clasp. That's what the clasp should look like. I'll bring out the other two I got. I'll show you quick. They're pretty consistent. Like, especially on this model watch, you've got to watch for this here because sometimes there's a name for this, like a belt holder or whatever you want to call it. Usually doesn't have those 2 holes on there, and they're very flimsy. They're very, very flimsy. Like this is nice and rubbery and strong like it's supposed to be, but here you can see all 3 of these. They all hold the same time. Those are the 3 I got right there. So there's the one I'm wearing now because it matches the outfit. That one's like a nice blue color. Then you got this one here, which is like, it's like a lighter red with silver tinting throughout. And then you got this guy, which is like a red and black motif. When I buy my G-Shock, I'm going to make sure I buy from the official. Yeah, you got to really be careful on eBay. I mean, I got lucky with these 3, making sure that they were authentic, because I kind of like know what to look for, because I've had G-Shock watches for a long time. And they were selling at about, and if you're going to get them resale, because some of them will sell for like $20 or $30. If they're like $80 or more, you're pretty good in that range. But again, you have to look for those tells. You know, like I said, the face looks very fake, like it pops too much. A lot of the colors on these watches are very subdued. Like the reds are very red, like they're real deep reds. If it's too bright, most likely they're fake. And again, the bands themselves are like really flimsy and awful. It won't have them 2 holes on there. It could be actually thinner in diameter, but these are as genuine as you get. Also on the back there, you should have a whole bunch of details like this. I don't know if you can see right there. Let me get the LED on here again. Oops. There you go. You should have a whole mess of detail like that on the back. Trying to think, what was the other tell? There's a couple of tells. Sometimes the watch is not centered. That's going to sound strange, because when you pop this cartridge out of there to change the battery, sometimes you'll find these watches, and the tell, basically, you're going to see that there are slots. They almost look like gears. I don't know if I'm able to turn the light around. I don't know if you're going to be able to see it. There's like slots in between each hour, and sometimes they're not lined up properly. That's another tell that they're fake. Yeah, G-Shock watches are great. I love these things. And they take a hell of a beating. Like, I've taken these in the pool, in the shower, all that stuff, and they just, they keep going. They're like the Energizer Bunny. Let me grab that other brick of top loaders. How many bricks I've got left in there? I should have 2. Yep, I got 2. All right. I just sharpened this baby too, so she cuts like butter. No, you're welcome. You're welcome. That's what this is all about, man. The free exchange of information. Yeah, there are way too many tells on G-Shock watches. It's the same thing like what I was talking about with New York Giants jerseys at the collar. What the tells are for the fake versus real jerseys and all that kind of stuff. So... all fakes have a tell. Sneakers, though, are getting tougher and tougher to identify. I mean, I've only bought 1 pair of fakes, and that was the Travis Scott Cactus Jack Nike Air Jordan 4s, but they ended up getting destroyed after a while. That's why I said, fuck that. I'm just going to wear the real ones that I got. Because they're sneakers. They're meant to be worn. Oh, I already did this. What am I doing? See, force of habit. Again, force of habit. I'm used to moving in certain ways. I move one thing out of the way and I get all screwed up. Yeah, my eBay store is it's not looking so good. I mean, yeah, I'm making sales, Now that I've got my entire store almost, I think there's like another 60 items I still have to push the promoted listings for. But nobody's spending money. I had one dick, I think I said this before, who was trying to get a pair of Nike Air Jordan Air Force Ones off of me for like $30, and I'm like, no, that's not happening. And then he kept trolling and trolling and trolling, and I finally said, you know, I'm going to block this son of a bitch on eBay because he's just not letting it go. I think he's most likely a flipper trying to flip my shoes. I would have to assume. So these are the Shohei and Yamamotos. That's a cool photo of them for base cards. Now here are the Andy Pajes cards. I know I sold one of these recently. I didn't realize I had so many of them. Excuse me, maybe I'll get lucky this time around. Excuse me. And then I got his rookie debut cards also. Yeah, I'm trying not to, man. I really don't want to drink when I'm in this mood. I don't like drinking when I feel like this. It's not a good thing. You know. I'm really trying hard not to. But I might end this live stream around 9:30. I want to go take a ride to my bank, which is not that far from here. Take out a few bucks and want to get some last minute things over at Walmart. Well, we'll see how I feel. I just might wait until tomorrow. I mean, now I got those eBay orders processed. Alexa, what's tomorrow's forecast?
Here's the forecast for tomorrow in Charlotte. Look for some sun and thunderstorms, with a high of 99 degrees Fahrenheit and a low of 73 degrees. There's an air quality alert in effect until Thursday, July 16th, 8 p.m.
Did that thing just say 99 degrees? Oh my God. Yikes. Oh, yikes. I can't go outside in that weather. I really can't. When it's super hot like that, I feel like I'm suffocating. You should try. Nah, I'm not going to do Mary Jane. That's not my thing. Everybody defaults to that stuff. I don't like doing that stuff. I have a stigma against marijuana. Yeah, I did see that. Oh, yeah, let me acknowledge. Yeah, I understand where the smog is coming from and the smoke. They've been talking about that in my former home in New York, that like the sky is orange because of the smoke from the flames and all that stuff. I mean, I haven't really seen that down here this far south, so I mean, we got lucky. As far as Cody Bellinger's concerned, yeah, man, everybody's wondering, like, what the hell is going on with Aaron Judge? And right now, the Yankees, I believe, are what, 6.5 back from first, if I'm not mistaken. I mean, they still got plenty of time now that the All-Star break is done. But man, they better start getting back on track, man. You want that automatic entry into the postseason. I think they're 6.5 back. I'm not sure when their next game is, though. I haven't checked on MLB.com. This needs to be sharpened a little bit more. Yeah, she's a little dull. Judge isn't coming back. Yeah, he's definitely done. I don't know what happened with Spencer Jones, man. They had him playing for a while, and then all of a sudden, poof, he disappeared. Well, Jason Dominguez is making a bit of a comeback right now. So the Yankees' outfield is just a very strange, it's a strange club to figure out when it comes to their outfield. I mean, their bats, all right. I mean, listen, Ben Rice, he's turning into a monster. But Bellinger, perfect fit with the Yankees since he came over. Dominguez is, finding his bat. Volpe, I got nothing good to say about the guy. Volpe is still, in my opinion, in a slump. He could be much better than he was when he was in his rookie year. The Yankees got to get it together. They're 4 games behind Tampa Bay. Okay, so I'm wrong. Thanks for correcting me, by the way. 4 games out. God, man. Tampa Bay Rays. They should have did that a long time ago, trade him away. See, that's why I sold that red out of 5 a long time ago. I saw it coming, folks. I knew it was going to happen. I knew that the decline of the Baltimore Orioles was coming. That's why I got rid of the Gunnar Henderson and the what's his face there? The Gunnar Henderson card. Who else did I get rid of? I'm brain farting right now. Oh, shame on me. But all the cards I sold, I knew it was the right time to get rid of them because they weren't going to do anything. God, can you imagine? Yeah, but imagine the penalties on his contract to the Mets should he decide to come back to the Yankees. I'm sure that there's a clause in Soto's contract that should he break his contract at any time, he's probably going to have to pay a huge penalty on that. I wouldn't doubt it. But he wouldn't freaking miss that anyway because, well, he's Juan Soto. I mean, does he need a bigger headstone if he died? I mean, I'm not wishing him anything bad. I'm just saying as a joke. God, imagine Soto going back to the Yankees. I don't know if that would ever happen. At this point, the Mets are dead last in the National League East. I can't see why that couldn't happen. But the penalties, I think, for breaking his contract would be huge. I memean, this season he's been pretty decent, you know. He's been okay. Bo Bichette hasn't really done anything, made no difference. And the Mets are talking about even more trades now. They're out of their minds. Where's all this money coming from? I'm like, God. The Mets, they completely lost their minds. And here I am wearing 1986 New York Mets gear. They're 3.5 games behind. Oh, so they're a lot closer than I thought. All right. So there we go. We got some Andy Pages rookie debut cards, which I don't know. I know his true rookies have been pretty good, at least in my sales. And I did dig up some more of these Yamamotos and P. Crows, PCAs, where their PCAs value. Posting some wild shit recently. You know what? I'm going to mod you also. You've been around Blue. So let me mod you also. Yeah, I'm doing all right. I sat here. I packed up some more eBay orders. I thank God I got over the last couple days. I'm probably going to get these out. So there they are. These are all Ben Rice rookies, by the way, from Topps flagship from last year. All of them sold. And that's a Germany jersey I packed up. Well, I packed all these up live on camera, so at least I got something, but it's just not, it's not the kind of stuff I'm hoping would sell. But yeah, I'm trying, man. I'm really trying to like just you know what it is? I have that type of mind that constantly questions everything. Like, why did this happen? How did this happen? How did I let it get past me? What did I do to have this happen to me? It's just, I can't help asking myself all these questions. Sucks. If that's one thing I know I have a good supply of are X-Fractors, man. I got X-Fractors up the ass. What I'll probably do, I'm definitely going to get those listed first. And man, the boxes I got in my closet, I know I got a box of Bowman sitting right behind me. If I can make, that's a good question. Now, this month is a little different from these women revisit around NFL. Let's take summer off, enjoy the beers, BBQ, and neighbors. Yeah, I'm trying. It's just there's been a little bit of melodrama going on around here. I'm not going to discuss it for the sake of a good buddy of mine. But recent drama that did happen is over. Thank God. But I'm just like, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what the hell's going on anymore. Look who I just found. Kai Wei Tang. His name's been coming up a lot lately. That's something I'm definitely going to list sooner than later. I got to start putting some names out there, man. But to answer your question, Penny, if I can make, like, the bare minimum would be like $500. A good month would be like $700 to $800, maybe even more, even $1,000. Well, actually, I was told about this particular subject. I'm not going to say it out loud because I want to keep my word to the individual that I spoke to about this. And there's no paperwork, there's no NDAs or anything. I mean, I could talk about it all I want, but just for the sake of peace, just to keep a low profile, you know, let the dust settle. Basically, is what I'm trying to get at. And there's actually repairs being done, and that's a fact. I know that for a fact. That much I can vouch for. There's repairs going on, and unfortunately, it's mechanical. And the last time I took a look at it, it really didn't look so good, to be honest with you. It really looked bad. I'll say that much. But yeah, that issue has been resolved already. I'm not at liberty to really get into it, but I can tell you that for certainty that there's a mechanical issue going on. There's a Freddie Freeman All-Star. So, but yeah, like I said, that particular issue resolved itself, thanks to a lot of support, man. I mean, lots of it. So, but again, I don't want to get too much into it because I'm trying to keep my word here. So, but you know what? About the thing about me is that people trust me with a lot of stuff, you know, and I do have a mouth. And when I see something wrong, I'm going to speak up. But the simple fact of the matter is, with this particular issue, I just rather let things. Let it go. You know what I mean? It's the best for everybody. I forgot I even had these too. Look at that. MLB Stars of MLB Chrome. I completely forgot I had these. Here's a Juan Soto. Adley Rushman. That was the name I was thinking of. AJ Smith Shaver. Jackson Chourio, that's one that usually sells. Yeah, I'm hoping Shota Imanaga. Hopefully, maybe. Austin Wells really isn't doing shit at this moment. Anthony Rizzo, well, Royce Lewis, Cody Bellinger, but he's got his Cubs uniform. Ew. Anthony Volpe. Jenny needs to learn you were smarter than her, and she never. Yeah, man. It just boggles my brain. And I threaten to block her on this YouTube channel if she continues to attack me the way she has. Because that incites the clown crew from New York. Oh, I thought I had... Oh, Jung-Hoo Lee. There you go. There's a good name to pull. Right there. So Juan Soto X-Fractor. That's pretty decent right there. Maybe I'll pull him too. Ron De La Cruz. Yeah, I hate to Bryce Harper Pink Refractor. That's pretty dope. Phillies. Rizzo Hall of Fame. Yep. I think so too. You know what? I thought about that for a second. I was looking at it. I have a couple Rizzo cards, as a matter of fact, but I haven't put them out there for sale. I think I have one parallel of his that I listed a while back that's still on my eBay store that nobody touched. Bryce Terang. Perdomo. I love saying his name. Rafael Devers. I think these are my giveaway cards. See, I always keep a pile of giveaway cards. If I have customers that order like 8, 10, 12 cards, I like to have stuff that I can, give them as a thank you. Austin Wells Refractor. Jazz Chisholm, but that's in his Marlins uniform. Ahmad Rosario is a James Wood paper rookie. L.A. De La Cruz paper. Summertime in the Park, Juan Soto. I'll give him a shot. Where did you get your cards from? Did you buy? I was buying boxes and more boxes. I did a box opening recently, a Topps Chrome Black, because I had the extra money to spend. But what I got out of that box really, regrettably wasn't exactly what I was hoping for. And that does happen on occasion sometimes, but it's all pack and box rips. Mostly box rips. There's a Colt Keith rookie, but I haven't seen any movement on him. Adley Rushman, Justin Steele, Volpe, Evan Carter. I haven't seen movement on his cards. Masataka Yoshida, but Boston is, they're not, they're doing okay. There's 2 Dominguez rookies, future stars. Kobe Mayo paper rookies. Forgot I even had those, so I'll pull them. These are inserts, greatest hits inserts. There's a Bryce Harper Strokes. I completely forgot I had that in there. So, I hate to pick and choose names, but this one has too much feathering on it. It's an Ozzie Smith insert. These are all holiday cards. I'm going to comp these two because the pumpkin holiday cards are a little harder to pull, if I remember correctly. Ahmad Rosario, Sand Glitter. Perdomo, Corbin Carroll, future stars. He's been doing okay. I'll pull that too. And it's getting humid in here. You know why? I got the front door cracked open and let all the cold air out. And I got all this Topps Chrome base sitting here from last year. And I know there's a lot of rookies that I pulled. There's a Ben Rice Chrome. I bet you if I list that, that'll sell immediately. If I can find a couple more like that, that would help. Harrison Bader. Ryan Johnson. Let me see if I can find. I hope I have some more Ben Rice base rookies in there. They typically do a little bit better than their paper counterparts. I can't believe I sold out on all my Ben Rice paper. That's crazy. There's a Bednar. He's been doing good as Yankees relief. Man. That's why you don't throw out your base cards, folks. You never know. That's why, like me, I hold on to my base cards as long as I can. I was very shocked to see that all those paper rookies sold like the way they did tonight. Schwellenbach. I'll comp him. I want to see what happens with Schrellenbach. This is Brian Wu, but that's not his rookie. Milliera Brew. Oh, come on. That can't be the only... There's a Freddie Freeman All-Star Refractor, but... I listed a ton of Freddie Freeman cards, and only a very few of them sold. That can't be the only Ben Rice. I guess that is the only Ben Rice. Yeah, I agree. I think so too. That kid is doing really well, man. As long as he gets on base and he's got a loaded bat, they should hold on to him. I agree. Well, at least I got the one Ben Rice rookie out of this pile, so that's definitely getting sleeved right now before I forget. So that'll be up at my eBay store. Man, and I got a ton of Bowman I have to go through too. I wonder if I have any of his prospect cards hiding somewhere that I don't know. That would be something. Like, I got boxes of cards that I still haven't gone through yet. And maybe I shouldn't start plucking some names out of it. So there's the Ben Rice that I will most definitely list at my eBay store. So what are these? These are giveaways, right? Yeah, these are giveaways. And what are these? That's more Mitchell and Ness. Geez, I still got tons of those Mitchell and Ness cards. So these are what? Those are X-Fractors from last year. I guess it doesn't really matter where I put those right now, as long as I have a spot to put them in. This should be more 2025, right? Yes, it is. So these are more 2025 base. Crossing my fingers and wish me luck. I pull out some decent stuff. I don't think I had that many decent base cards when I ripped these on camera. But I know I got a ton of rookies in here, man. I just got to go through them. There are a lot of names I'm not familiar with. Well, these days, it's a mess. You guys saw on camera what I pulled from those Topps Chrome Black cards. And I didn't get out of them what I put into it. Is a Cam Smith. I'm going to comp him. I want to see what he's worth. It's difficult these days. And now Topps is trying to do away with scalping by not having cellophane on the boxes anymore. Which I'm all about. Because that stops the scalpers and that stops the breakers in their tracks. But then now that introduces another problem, repackers. Man, I got a ton of rookies in here. But I don't know any of these names, unfortunately. Yeah, the Jonathan kind of saved it. I didn't make back what I was hoping to get out of it. Is I comped it against other cards, and other sellers were way, way, way overpriced on that card. I mean, I'm lucky I got out of it what I did. No, I'm a Yankees fan through and through. And to Gooey, you know where I found the best buys are actually is over at Best Buy. Not Best Buy, Barnes & Noble. They seem to have more stuff per capita than Walmart or even Best Buy, because Best Buy carries some stuff too. But I found if you have a Barnes and Noble by you, they tend to have a lot more variety per capita. And I've been pretty successful. I mean, I've gone out. Remember, I think last year when the Paul Skeens 1 of 1 patch auto was out there, I was actually able to get four Mojo boxes of them or 4 mega boxes with the Mojos in them. So, but no, I'm a Yankees fan through and through. Just to answer your question, it's just I like to switch it up once in a while. I mean, I grew up in Queens, which is not all that far from the old City Field, and by default, not that far from, or I should say, in reverse, wasn't that far from Shea Stadium, and by default, City Field. So that's the only, I guess that's it. That's the one Ben Rice rookie that I can gamble on when I start listing again. So I guess I could put the base chromes here for now. Is that that's not a pick pile, okay. Well, I'm going to have to inject some names. I have a sister that likes the Yankees and the Mets. Yeah, the Mets are somebody that you want to see succeed. They are the bad news bears of Major League Baseball. That's just how it is. I got to turn this fan on. I don't know why it's not cold enough in here. That's why. That thing should be cranking by now. I should check my Mojo box too. Let me see what I got in here. Well, I got you guys on camera. Oh, jeez. This should be my Bowman box. I think this is my Bowman box. Oh, God, I'm cottonmouth. I didn't realize how humid it is in here. That's only because I got the door cracked open 2 inches. Oh, no, this is the Mitchell and Ness box. The other one's the Bowman box. God, I still got a lot of these Mitchell and Ness cards. Holy shit. There are tons of them. I did have people buying up James Outman cards lately. Maybe I should put a few of them out there too. That might be a good idea. But I don't want to put something out there if nobody's going to buy it. That's the problem, because then that takes up slots. I'm trying to find names. I mean, most of this has been stripped down anyway, of the Shohei Ohtani's and all that kind of stuff. So there's really not much to pull out of this box. It's the big box that's the Bowman box, I think. I'll be back. Oh, jeez. It's all receipts. All of this stuff. It's all receipts. Ooh. I cleaned this out, I guess, at some point. Oh, I thought I had a lot more cards than this. Damn, I went through this whole box already. What's in here? I must have married boxes together, because there's barely anything in here. Why would I do that? Why would I do this? There had to be a reason for me to do this. There's a Dylan Cruz. Oh, Ben Rice rookie. Okay, there we go. There's a Dylan Cruz rookie on a 1990. Ben Rice, 1990. 2 James Wood, 1990s. A Ken Griffey Jr. on the 90. All right, we're scoring some names here. I mean, I'm kind of having to push these ahead. There's some Bowman here. Kodai Senga, but Sebastian Walcott, I wouldn't count on him. David Guzman, wouldn't count on him. Bo Naylor. Perdomo. Lewis Robert Jr. There's a Jason Dominguez Strokes rookie, but I don't know if I can trust putting that out there. I'll pull it for now. We'll see. Why did I separate these? There had to be a reason. Josh Young. Trey Turner. Jose Altuve. These are Topps, Mitchell, and Ness, but it's the second set that I opened up on camera. I think I pulled all the names out of here already. Christian Yelich, Paul Goldschmidt, Kodai Senga, Salvador Perez. There's a really nice looking Garrett Cole, but that's a prism. Why did? Oh, and these are all paper stars of MLB. Why did I do this? There had to be a reason why I did this. Oh, these were the cards I was giving away to the kids in the neighborhood. That's what this stack was here. I think there's a Paul Skeens. There's 1, 2 Shota Imanagas. I'll pull those. Jackson Churio paper rookie. And he's doing quite well lately too. So if I can put some of his cards out there, Jung-Hoo Lee rookie, I know I've sold a couple of his cards. I can try a Jackson Holiday rookie, but his value tanked. There's another Jackson Churio. Wyatt Langford, but his card, there's another Skeens, that's good. 3 Skeens, I'll take that. Another Churio. Well, thank God I didn't get to this pile. Yeah, this pile was meant for me to give to the kids in the neighborhood. There's another Paul Skeens. There's a lot of Shota Imanagas in there too, but I don't think I'm going to pull those. The one thing I say about those people is that you always need to watch your wallet. Well, that was his problem in the minor leagues, is that, he was accumulating strikeouts constantly. He's got a big bat, but he tries too much to emulate Ohtani, in my opinion. He looks way too much like Ohtani when he's trying to swing. There's another Jung-Hoo Lee. And another Skeens. And another Churio. Yeah, I'm going for very specific names. I'm going Marcus Semien, Paul Skeens, Gavin Williams, Matt Chapman, Jackson Holiday. I'm going to skip him, even though I pulled one already. I might not list it. A.J. Smith-Shawver, Justin Verlander, Wyatt Langford, Marcus Semien, Austin Riley, Colton Cowser, Curtis Mead, Anthony Rizzo, Juan Soto, another Churio. Yeah, with these cards, I think these came from the hanger box. Well, they came from a lot of hanger boxes, jumbo boxes, and all that kind of stuff. And they just accumulated and accumulated. And I started to separate them because nobody was really buying them at first. And then I did have a small surge of these, but I also wanted cards to give out to the kids here in the neighborhood. And that's really why I saved them. But then I was finding them out in the middle of the street and all that kind of stuff, and I just stopped giving them away. That's what this box was for, was a giveaway box. But now I'm finding some of these names. I'm hoping, again, I'm going to skip over Jackson Holiday because I don't see any value in that. I'm hoping, especially with them Skeens and them Churio cards. What's a hanger box mean? Basically, it's a budget box of like 30 cards, 24 cards, 36 cards, whatever that is. And they put them on end caps in supermarkets and stuff like that. Sometimes you find them in Target. Sometimes you find them at Best Buy, Walmart. Basically, it's a budget pack. You do get some pulls out of them. I mean, didn't I pull that Barry Bonds auto out of a hanger box? I think I pulled that out of a hanger box, if I remember correctly. I'm very happy I sold that off. That was going to be another impossible sale. I got a lot of Paul Skeens in here. But I don't know if Skeens still holds his value. Well, I was going to go out to the bank tonight. Fuck that. I don't feel like going out at all right now. Let me try this again and see what happens. Give me a second, folks. I'll be right back. It's just very odd because I'm trying to send a link to share this live stream and it keeps sharing the previous live stream, and I don't know why. It never did that before. All right, now the next phase is to separate them into their individual player piles. Like I had somebody a long while back buy up all these Stars of MLB Paul Skeens cards, but now I don't know because that was his rookie year last year. This year I don't know. Churio's doing really well, and Jung Hoo Lee's doing not so bad himself. I'm just going to omit that Jackson Holiday right there. Be nice to see what I can accomplish. And these two Shota Imanagas I'm going to leave out. Yeah, he tries to bat like Ohtani. I mean, don't get me wrong, his shift, when he shifts his foot around, gains a lot more power, but the problem is that he's really like, he swings for the moon. So I think one of the first cards I'm going to sell right off, or the first two cards I'm going to sell, are those Ben Rice cards. I know I got a bunch of Bowmans someplace in one of my boxes I got to sort through. Where's that other Ben Rice? Am I losing my mind? Oh no, it's right here. Never mind. Right up on top. Boom. There it is. That's a nice crispy looking Ben Rice too. See, this is where the hobby really shows what it can do for anyone that's under duress or stress or depression or anything like that. It really takes you out of it. What are the best brand of baseball cards? Ugh, that's a tough one. Well, it's not the brand, it's the type. Like Topps and Bowman are the top dogs. I mean, you do got Panini Donruss, but Topps has way too many products. if you would have asked me for like your average Joe, Bowman, I think, is the best way to go. Because Bowman, you have all the prospects, you have all your rookies, you get a lot of great parallels in those sets. I mean, I'm not knocking tops, but I think Bowman per dollar, I think, is the best to go for, in my opinion. I really don't. Do you think buying packs of cards on eBay is probably... No, it's not smart at all. I wouldn't do it. With guys x-raying cards now and resealing cards, I wouldn't even try it. It's not even worth it. You're best just going to an LCS, or unless they have like a super high rating. Like I have a 100% rating over at my eBay store, so obviously you know what you're getting from me. But I don't know. I'd be careful with that. I'd be really, really careful with that. Because everything that can be faked will be faked on eBay. Especially like Pokemon cards and stuff like that. All right, let's see here. Kai Wang Tae. Ken Griffey and 2 James Woods. Those Kobe Mayos. And this is a Topps Chrome Jackson Churio. So I got to be careful not to mix that up with the rest, because then my count on eBay will be incorrect. Yeah, I would stay away from buying packs of cards on eBay. With the scams that go on, guys are probably resealing left and right. And again, unless that seller has a super high feedback, you would hope that they have a perfect feedback, a 100% feedback, because at least you know what you're getting from them. But anything that's everything that could be cheated, ripped off, scammed. You look at what's going on in the Pokemon space, man, that's way out of control. Way, way, way out of control. So here's a Ken Griffey Jr., but the problem is it's so off-centered, it's not even worth listing. See, that's another problem too sometimes when you come across really nice cards that you think are going to do good. Unfortunately, the centering, to me, it's not even worth listing. Just better giving it away to a customer or giving it to a kid or something like that. Holy shit, I've been on here for 2 hours already again. Guys, I really appreciate you hanging out with me tonight. You know, I mean, I know I'm here just kind of like prepping cards for sale and what have you for, but, you know, doing this kind of like takes the sting out of things a little bit. It's been just an awful run, and it's like this run just won't end. Very sad, actually. It is very sad. And it doesn't have to be. What time is it? Almost 10 o'clock. I kind of want to... it's too late now. Just I want to get some supplies because I really don't want to be out in that hot weather tomorrow. But tomorrow's another day. And I should spend a little time to list some of these cards. Hopefully I can bolster my baseball card sales a little bit. That's weird. Just the screen on my phone feels a little strange. Huh. Oh, the battery's not swelling. That would be no good for me. You know, let me unplug this thing so I don't burn my battery out. But guys, I think I'm going to call it right here. I got a bunch of cards. I definitely want to get up over at my eBay store tonight, at least to get a jump on it. But I do appreciate that you guys have showed up and, you know, kept me company tonight. Thank you for that. I wish there was more I can do. But, you know how it goes. You know, I'll put that Jung Hoo Lee Chrome out there, but the Shota I'll leave out. So I'm going to call it a night right here, guys. Again, thank you so much for joining up with this live stream. I really appreciate it, all of you. You know, at least I've got this to fall back on to kind of like get my mind off a lot of stuff. It's just fucking awful, man. It's really, really awful. Anyway, take care. God bless. I'll see you around, all right, guys? And just take care of yourselves.